Here's how I think about it, right?
Oh,
So the whole thing is you've started a Kickstarter campaign, and there's a lot of people that go, oh, this is just, somebody's just asking for money or whatever. But like you've got actually, you're giving expanded profile access, or there's some gifts. You've got like this gorgeous little goddess gift as for, one of the contributor levels, right? The whole point of the Kickstarter campaign, the way I see it, is you've got a tool. You've developed a tool for women to connect. And now we want to make it a power tool. So I'm talking really from the masculine side here, right?
You got frozen for a second. Now we want to make it a power what?
Now we're going to make it a power tool.
There,
Right?
I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my blog post because I got if you saw that thing, I got chastised a little bit from this lady who, and I don't even know, I don't know that word, and I don't even know how to say it, but Raha Ma Taba Dada, she said, that's because I had posted about the app and the Kickstarter and the group, and I did not see in her description that she said no promotions, but I also, kind of feel, a little misunderstood because it is a free app and it's going to remain a free app. And I know, that she was referring to the fact of this Kickstarter and the version 2. And I know what she means by that. What she means by that is that even you and I right now, this kind of has that PBS pledgy, we only need to get, and I mean, I get that. Whenever they do the pledges on PBS, I usually turn off the bleeping TV, but at the same time, PBS has some great shows on there, and I mean, my kids, they watch PBS and they don't come to me and say, oh, Mom, I need the Easy Bake Oven because I saw the commercial 672 times, So, it is a little bit inconveniencing to be asked for the money for the membership profile ahead of time, but you're also getting it half off. And in return, you're getting something that is very independent and just focused towards us, towards this divine feminine and this sacred, this movement. I was thinking about that too. I also had a little issue with Microsoft the other day where my Google Chrome went down, and on an update, they did something that disabled Google Chrome. And I don't want to go into conspiracy theories here, but I think Microsoft is, I think they're, I'm not happy with Microsoft. I mean, the fact they want me to pay every month to use a word processing software is ridiculous. So I have started using these free open source things. One of them is Apache open source. That's a word processing thing. And now for my browser, I went to Firefox. And I was even thinking about that. How cool is that? Firefox. Have you seen their logo?
I know, it's awesome. I used to use it.
Yeah, and Apache, open, independent, strong, creative, Exactly. That's what I want this to be. It's not corporate. It's not, Coca-Cola is not sponsoring me, That's what I want it to be, a tool for us to come together and find each other and make more women's circles for ordinary women in neighborhoods everywhere.
Exactly. Okay, I like to be able to see what the women that I'm connected with are up to. So this new version, the way I understand it, the way is, I can make them a favorite in the app, click a little shiny star.
You can follow them.
Okay, follow them, right. That makes me sound like a stalker. But,
I know it does. Maybe we can come up with
that. Maybe you could just call it for what it is. If you want to stalk this
or whatever, we'll figure out some other verbiage there. So,
but, okay. The point is there's I can kind of like create my own list of special women that I want to follow.
Yeah. And here's the thing is
Or-
a lot of people would say, you know, well, you've got Facebook. You can go, you know, everybody has their individual groups. All these women have their individual groups. But the thing is this app is going to make it more focused. It's just, you know, it's kind of overwhelming to go to each individual group and then scroll through and then look for the really important stuff. You know,
There's so many
I mean, everybody has their favorite group that they like to be in and interact with all the time. But then you have other groups that you just kind of go and you peruse and go, what's going on? You know, what are the big things going on? So that's what I want to do with this. I've been calling it a platform, and maybe we'll have to come up with some other term for that as well. So far what I wanted to do is I have in mind the things, but you know, we haven't gotten all the details yet. But the platform will allow them to say, you know, this is what I'm focusing on right now. So different people like Katrina Correvos. I'm sorry, Katrina, I'm probably saying your name wrong. But, you know, she's doing this water protection thing, which is super important in North Dakota. And she can be sending out to her followers. We'll come up with another term. What's another term? You know, what she's doing and where she is. And then you can go through and these, you know, 20 women that you're really interested in the work they do, you can very quickly see what's going on with them and what's, you know, so the app is a way to better organize information so that to propel this movement. And it's two things. It's one, helping women meet in actual women's circles, you know, small ones. Those are the ones I love my women's circle that meets every couple of weeks. And I really want to make that more possible for women. But then in the second part, it's going to be helping people to connect on a global basis, on a you know, across the U.S. and in Canada and all these other places. These people that you know, that you align with and feel, you know, really interested in what they're doing and what they're focusing on, then you can stay up to date on what they're doing much easier than it is on Facebook. So did I explain that?
And I can go to it, right? Right now, the way it's working is I just get the information. Then I have to go over onto Facebook to try to connect with whoever's hosting the circle and get the information or speak to her or say, I want to come, where are you at, or whatever, right? And from what I'm understanding, the way you're saying it, Karen, is that's all going to be within the app, which is freaking amazing.
Yeah, so that's the great thing about being able to be followed is you can say those different circles that you go to, you can follow the host of those circles, and then when they post an event, you'll get on your phone a notification. So you can go in and you can see that, you know, this is another, this is coming up now, this is coming up then. And then also there would be a reminder. So you'll pop up on your phone, you know, you can set reminders like for the week before or the day before. Or the hour before if you're a complete ditz like me. So.
Me too. And that's awesome. I didn't know that part. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
But,
okay, I think I know where you're running with this.
Okay.
So if I go from, you know, jump into I'm a circle holder suit, like that, then I can say, okay, this is what happens in my circle. So I have 3 different circles, right? They're all very different, but I can say, this is what I'm up to. This is the kind of things that I do. This is who I am. Maybe they can get kind of like an idea of who I am, because when we're in circle, it's intimate. It doesn't matter what kind of circle it is. There's some intimacy that's going to happen, right? Okay. We need to be able to connect with.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. So I can basically kind of like introduce myself, so they'll know the kind of person I am, who I am, and I do that in the, you know, the little short profile, and they can figure out whether or not they resonate with me. I think that's really important when you're like trying to select, do I want to go to a circle with this person? You know? It's family. It's
Listen
just
to my
how it is.
fight in the background. No, that's honestly, and one of the backgrounds about this other thought that I had about the app is I wanted to connect people in these small circles, and to connect. Right now, you can use the app that way. My vision for it has been that people add not only an existing women's circle, but they add their desire to start or find or join one. But if you have actual profiles showing, then you can sit there and see that that these 4 or 5 people live by me, and then you can become Facebook friends or call up and go for some coffee or whatever, and get to know them, and then like you said, if you resonate, and then hopefully form a women's circle.
Okay, there's
that blog that I posted the other day. There was like all these women who came back and said, tried that. I said in the blog, I said, do you have a women's circle? This is mine. If not, I want to find yours. And I had like all these women come back and say, I used to have one of those, or I'd love to have one of those. We tried it, but the person left, and Karen, that's like saying, oh, I dated one guy, but it didn't work out. And so I just stayed single for the rest of my life. Or I had a friend, but we had a fight. So now I don't have any friends anymore. I mean,
I dated one guy once. I dated one guy once too, but
then you get the 2 girls on the
figured that out quick. So that's all I needed.
My point, my point is try it again. That's what this app is for, is to connect you guys in these circles. And it may not, somebody may move, or it may fizzle out, or people have different things going on at different times, but keep trying. I have had what?
There's always somebody else out there that's probably thinking the same thing.
Well, and that's another major thing with this app is I have managed to connect via Facebook. I have made some really super incredible, special friends like you, like some other people in different parts of the world. Do you know how freaking cool it would be to make those type of friends that I really like and resonate with that are down the street? Like meet people that are 5-10 minutes away. So this is a way that Facebook doesn't do that. This is a way of saying these are the people who do.
Well, and that's one of the hugest areas of lack in our world is connection. We don't know how to do it anymore. I don't know. What you're creating is freaking amazing. I'm not even going to
say we don't know how to do it anymore. I think we can do it better, is what I think. I think maybe in the past, you would just be friends with your neighbors, and there's nothing wrong with my neighbors. I like them all. But they are, well, I don't like all of them. There's a couple. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
People are people. It's how it is.
But there is, there's something, like I said, that when you get to people who think like you do and who like to do the same sorts of things and are interested in the same sorts of things, and, and then it changes everything. It changes everything. And you find so much more of yourself. I don't know, there's some meme about, when you hear somebody else's story, it gives you permission to live your own story.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that in person, sitting in a room with other women and hear their stories and get to know them that way, it's incredible. And I almost, right now, doing this for 2 or 3 years, you see that there are these pockets. There's a circle, Lori Point Wild down in Florida, she has a very strong presence there, or Knew It More over in I think she's in North Carolina, I'm not sure, but but there's so much potential for more. There's so much potential for more. And I don't do training on circles. I don't, that's not my thing. But I host a circle. It's not that much work, and it's incredible. What I've gotten back from it, what I've learned, how I've grown, how I've changed is I can't even, you know what I'm talking about. If you,
It's freaking magic.
Yes, it is. It's magic. So,
right?
and that's what, right now the app is there for somebody to say, I'm interested in a women's circle, and they go and they look it up and they see, you know, is there one or one not? And then that's, you know, they maybe look for a virtual event. They maybe check the events because they have a weekend, you know, 4 or 5 months from now. But this next version, I really want it to bring people together more and to be able to communicate more back and forth and to be able to, you know, keep track of what people are doing in Canada and, you know, in Australia and the UK and as I said, just better organize all these focuses and events and all that stuff. So the second version, you'll be able to add profiles. These are not tied to your actual address. It's just tied to a zip code. So privacy is a huge control, and it always will be. Your information is never sold, unlike on Facebook. And then, you know, it is only other registered people can get the information, and you can connect through an email. There will also be the opportunity to have a website or your Facebook page, so you can kind of take a look and, as you had said, see if these are people that you resonate with, and then get to know them better to see if a circle would work. Really quickly. So the other thing
we can also list events, right? Like say somebody's got a you know, like a 3-day retreat or something.
Yes, well, events are on there right now, but the added thing for this is right. The events will be able to be marked as retreats. So right now, in the USA, the smartphone app, how it works is it shows things within a 100-mile radius, and obviously there might be some retreats or weekend events that are outside of that radius, but you're interested in. So there will be a category just for retreat type events that you'll be able to search or see. Another thing I had forgotten about is we're going to have featured profiles. So this will be a great way to get to know other, you know, women in your area or across the world. And the featured profile section, you'll be able to go take a look at that profile and see their website or their Facebook, or a little intro. And then if you're interested in what they're focusing on, you know, hit the like key, and then every time they post an event or when they post on their platform, you'll get a notification on your phone. Another thing, so when you, as a host, and I think this is really cool. So I host, you know, a women's circle here. The people in my women's circle can hit like on my profile. And then when I go to post an event, they're going to get a notification that, you know, here's the next circle. So they can stay, you know, but in addition, if it's something really important to me, or if I just want to do it every time, it depends on, you know, on the people in your circle, you can also send an email. So if people are not paying attention to those little numbers on their phone, the notifications or whatever, you can, when you go to post an event, you'll be able to send an email. And on the flip side of that, if you are, I'm getting too much emails and I don't like that, in your profile, you can set and say no emails. So you'll have the ability to say, no, I don't want an email. Or yes, I do. Let me see.
Exactly. Can I add one thing?
Sure.
I've spent the past probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years really consciously trying to find women that understand working together instead of the competition, instead of the lack mentality, right? There's so much, right? And when we can actually work together, right? Like I love this app. I've put my money where my mouth is, right? I walk my talk, right? Because this is important to me, right? Women are important to me. To me. That's why I'm backing this. Because we all need to rise. We all need to feel better inside of ourselves, in our own skin, in our own soul. And we can do that in circle. And this helps create that. And it's not about competition, and it's about how can we serve each other. This app fully supports people that are holding circles whether they're free or paid circles, it doesn't matter. If you want to go to something, you can find it on the app. It fully supports the ones who want to attend circles. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. This is women working together to serve women. No competition, just serving each other. That's what this is about. That's why it's got my backing. I love it.